So the subconscious mind learns differently. It learns, it's the true you. It's your true mind. It's the sleeping god in mythology. It's Hades in the underworld. Your subconscious mind is Osiris in the underworld, or the sleeping god, or the dead god.
Yeah.
So I was saying in mythology, you get this scenario where the son has to redeem the father. His son name is Haru, which you get the word hero from, the concept of hero.
Yeah.
You know, same story as Jesus, the same resurrection, virgin birth.
I was just going to say that. Sounds familiar.
So
It
this
sounds
is
like
the
a familiar
template.
story.
This is the template. Well, there's a book called 16 Crucified Saviors where he labels 25 crucified saviors that have the Christ story before Jesus Christ. That's a made-up mythology retold about this savior figure. And the name Jesus comes from the Gnostic version of Jesus.
Yeah.
In the Gnostic versions, the Gnostics describe Gnosticism is where Christianity was born from. The Gospels came from Gnosticism.
Yeah.
They're also called the Dead Sea Scrolls,
Yeah.
or the Nag Hammadi Library. They were found in Nag Hammadi, Egypt, years later in a cave, and they were written by the Coptic Egyptians, later day Egyptians.
Yep.
So what they pretty much, their mentality was, we don't have time for temples and training and pyramids. We're just going to tell you what they were talking, what they found out in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So they had this rep for speaking on the mountains. And then Christianity was developed out of this Gnosticism.
Right.
But then it was changed. Certain books were out of the canon. They used certain books and updated.
Yeah.
Then they found these ancient scrolls untouched.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing about it. It's out. It's Gnosticism. And they talk about Jesus as every single person is Christ or has the ability to be Christ. And what they're talking about is consciousness. That's the Christos energy.
Christos, Chrisomelos.
So the true Christ is returned as consciousness. So what you were seeing when you seen B.o.B talking was his Christ consciousness waking up, because we were moving into the age of Aquarius, which is the age of knowing. The age of knowing.
I hate you right now.
I'm like, I got it.
Correct.
So it's your subconscious mind, like coming forward, coming out, being able to.
So understanding what they're trying to tell you in the mythology is how your mind is ordered. So the subconscious mind dictates reality. It is your reality. And everything, your conscious mind reacts to that reality with justification.
Right.
So you say, I like pink because something in your subconscious mind accepted that. So your conscious mind will just say, I like it. I had it when I was little. My mother always did it. I put it in my hair. So that's how your conscious mind justifies what your subconscious mind sees as a reality.
Is there a way to control your subconscious mind?
Very smart. That's what it The occultists, the metaphysics, the true master, what's been dumbed down to New Age movement shit, the meditating, the mantras, is actually how you program the subconscious mind.
It has to be programmed.
The subconscious mind is programmed constantly.
Okay,
That's
that
what's
makes
called
sense.
mind control.
Yep.
There's 3 ways that it happens: trauma, repetition, and symbols.
Okay.
So trauma, you get beat. In other words, let's say you come to my house. You open the fridge and see a rat. Trauma.
Right.
You will never be able to open another refrigerator that looks like that and not think of the rat. So that rat,
so is that where phobias start to come from and stuff?
well, you can say phobia. Remember how I said you may like pink, but then your conscious mind reacts to it. So the phobia is the conscious reaction to something that's happening. That's why you go to a psychiatrist, so they can get to the subconscious mind of why your reality is this.
Right.
You could tell them, because when you go there, you know what's wrong.
Yo, so Panic couldn't winning the lottery be trauma?
Yeah, well, yes. And it has been for a lot of niggas. Because you have programmed yourself subconsciously to work with, this is your reality of money. That's why we have this word called nigger rich.
Right.
When they get it, it's gone, because your reality has been built on hustling, trying to get this money. balling, grinding. So when you have money, it's not grinding. So you get rid of the money so you could grind again. That's what your reality is.
There was a point in my career where I stopped for a second. I was like, wait a minute, like I keep doing all these shows and I keep spending all this money just so that I'm in a situation where I have to go get more money.
That's when you feel
and
your
I
grind.
feel like I was on fucking hamster wheel. Like, why am I doing? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
That's programming. That's programming.
Spin the check and get it right, man. That's my theme song.
Africans, when they did rites of passage, tattooing, scarring, initiations, that's trauma. That's how they were programming that person for the reality.
Now that makes sense.
Repetition. A, B, C, D. That's how you learn your ABCs. And I used to say this in class. You know your ABCs, raise your hand. Everybody's hand with us and say them backwards. Nobody knows that. What you know is the repetitious song.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So repetition is also how you program.
Yeah.
And symbols. Back in the days, you would give your kids to the Army, the Navy, Air Force, Marine, and the drill sergeant would do what? Traumatize you.
Yeah.
With repetition, trauma, and symbols. Everything in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine is symbology.
Right.
He's yelling at you. You maggot, you this, you that. You are you a Marine? Are you a Marine? Are you a Marine? Are you a Marine? So he's programming you.
Yeah.
Or if you go to college and you go to a fraternity.
Right.
You're a maggot, you're nothing, you're this. They're yelling at you. They're making you do sleep deprivation things. Deprivation breaks down the conscious minds, open up the subconscious mind for programming.
Wow.
So these techniques, you're given over to society for programming, more programming.
Yeah.
So mind control and the way you describe it, it seems like it sounds like it's sinister. Is mind control sinister?
And its very nature is not sinister. It's being used sinister. Mind control is really how your mind works. Yeah. What I just described is really how your mind works. The idea is those who would be in charge of programming you, i.e. your parents and older relatives, would be in a world where they have sense in their fucking head and resources to program you with that which is good. So most black people, even though we're getting generations out of being extremely poor, still got the fucking tendency.
Exactly.
Don't pick up the babies, you'll be spoiled. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The shit that Bob told me when he was little, damn, that shit was serious. Like, I thought my shit was, I'm from the projects, Queensbridge. Until he told me his story, I'm like, God damn, nigga. That was poverty, nigga.